Hello everyone, my name is Moji. You're watching a Bitcoin Bubble news channel. There will be more money in the crypto markets than ever before thanks to Donald Trump, Larry Fink, and Joe Biden. It will be and feel like you have more money than ever before. Crypto wealth that will last for generations is on the way. It's still possible. The best time to get in is now and for about a month after that. My best friends got this information from me. They don't seem to understand what I'm about to say. If you want to learn how to make money with crypto every day, join to Altcoin Daily. First, let's talk about Larry Fink and all of the Bitcoin ETFs. These ETFs have done really well and things are only getting better from here. It's about to get really hot to buy ETFs. This is what CEO of the Chain Capital Brian Dixon says. Pay attention. So we had a lot of money came into the ETFs right away when they were first released earlier this year. I also think that there will be a lot more allotment at the end of this year and the beginning of next year. Why do I think that? Because sovereign wealth funds, charities, pension plans, and foundations are the biggest givers of money in the world. They may need 8 to 12 months or even longer to do all the research they need to do before investing. First, they need to do their homework and study. After that, they have to go through their investment boards and investment mandates. After that, they have to teach their clients. After that, the assignments take place. Since these ETFs were just released earlier this year, a lot of these big allocators are still going through this process. It will take them some time to move forward with this because they need to make sure that everything is ready, the system is set up, and all of their boxes are checked before they can make these allocations. If we look at it that way, I think the biggest investments in these ETFs haven't even happened yet. And it's most likely going to be late this year or early next year. Donald Trump, Joe Biden, and Bobby Kennedy are all running for president and trying to get the support of the crypto community, which is bigger than ever. This is another very important story. The new changes in politics are another very important story that I think people should pay attention to. In the past, the Democratic Party was very against crypto, but now Trump is very for it and says he wants to build a crypto army. We're seeing RFK Jr., who is also a big fan of crypto. The Democratic Party is also beginning to change its mind. That's a big change in the story from the present administration. And I think that will be a big subject since this is an election year. As that goes on, we have a lot of voters who only care about one problem. In the US, there are over 50 million crypto holders. A lot of these people only vote for one problem. So you won't get the vote if you don't back crypto. Because of this, I think it will be a very important political race to see who can back this new technology and asset class the most in order to get those votes. Also, that story is very important to pay attention to. I want to stress again that now is the best time to get into crypto before something like this happens. Soon I'll be putting out another top altcoin film. Make sure you sign up, but take note of this. In a month or two, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies will be big. I mean, no one can say for sure what will happen, but I think crypto markets will be rising as hard as they ever have. It's now time to get in. Brian Dixon tells you why now is the best time to get in. Bitcoin has had its own trends in the past, whether there was an election or not. When Bitcoin's value is cut in half every 12 to 18 months is usually the best time to be in the space. And that's what made all the show possible. In other words, this has happened without a poll. Adding ETFs to that makes it easier for people to get into the asset, and adding things like a change in political party that could be much better for the asset. I think that's only going to make what could happen in time happen even better. Also, I think it's important to note that if we get a new government, it's likely that the officials will be shaken up too, because the new president will change who runs these different groups when he gets office. And that's what we've seen in the past. For that reason, if that happens, it might be very good for the digital asset area. And so, if that change in leadership does happen, I would see it as a big plus for the area as I know the market is down. I know that the price changes all the time. I know a lot of you are. Not sure what will happen next in crypto. Look, the smartest people are either buying now or holding on to their money. You have a chance with this. Listen, let's take a look back at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin usually goes down 20 to 30% several times during a bull market, right? In the 2017 bull market, Bitcoin dropped 20 to 30% more than 10 times and still hit new all-time highs. Then, during the bull market of 2020 to 2021, Bitcoin fell 20 to 30% 4 times, but it still rose to new all-time highs. This means that you can't get the speed without the volatility. I don't think this is a bug either. There is also a lot of volatility on the rise. And most of the time, people don't complain about instability when it goes up. They're trying to keep themselves safe from the fall in value. And if we compare Bitcoin to Amazon in 2000, Amazon dropped 80% several times, and look where the company is now. People are trying to figure out how much the technology is worth, which is what I think Bitcoin is going through. Like I said, some people think it's useless and others think it's priceless. The changes in the flows of money into and out of ETFs show some of that opinion. That seems like a lot of risk for buyers. And I don't think Bitcoin is a risky asset in the long run. BTC can be used to save money. It's a safety net against war. The vast majority of people in the world still don't understand how important it is. But I think that as more people learn about what Bitcoin is, there will be much more steady numbers in the long run. So the big question is, what do experts think the price will be? Also, let's be honest. Why do you think Bitcoin is worth what it is? Because, let's be clear, value is not the same as price, which changes. Hey, don't forget to buy your Bitcoin Nashville tickets. Every day use the code altcoin to get 10% off. We are going to speak on stage. I hope to see you. When Bitcoin hits $100,000, all other coins will go crazy. That's how you get rich. This cycle, Bitcoin will be worth more than $100,000, but most people don't know this. Again, we'd all be rich if we knew what would happen. Anything could happen. Is it still possible to get more than $100,000 in Bitcoin? Sign up and leave a review. Pay attention to this. I believe that Bitcoin is about where it should be a few months after the split, based on my own experience. I've been here since 2012 then. And I think the way things are going in terms of volatility right now is pretty normal. People often don't know the difference between price and worth. As a guide, one of the things we use is to figure out what that price might be at any given time. Trendline research is one example. It shows that Bitcoin should be worth more than $148,000 right now. According to the stock-to-flow model, Bitcoin should be worth more than $100,000 right now. The Bitcoin Power Law model also says that Bitcoin should be worth about $71,000 right now. When you look at these models, they show that Bitcoin is not worth nearly as much as it should be anymore. You need to know the difference between worth and price. The price will change. But how much is Bitcoin worth? Some people think it's not worth anything. Some people think it's worth a lot of money. The idea that Bitcoin is a valuable tool will be proven over time is something I agree with. But the price will change a lot. We'll see in due course.